Branding is one of those words entrepreneurs must endure at every conference, seminar, and gathering of industry gurus. Most of the time, though, the meaning of the word branding is pretty murky. So let's clear it up. Branding was what cowboys used to do to cattle. Branding had one objective, only one. Branding established ownership of the cow. If a cow were your brand, it was your cow, not someone else's. Sneaker companies like Nike and Puma and Adidas and Under Armour seem to be the only companies that still understand branding. And I'm not talking about their logo. They sign athletes to contracts. If an athlete has a Nike contract, then he is contractually prohibited from wearing any clothes made by a competitor. In other words, Nike has established ownership of that athlete, at least when it comes to his choice of apparel. Now, if your branding doesn't establish your ownership of a customer around your particular product or service, then quite frankly, your branding isn't working. The purpose of branding is not to make you recognizable or to make you memorable or to make you stand out from the crowd. That doesn't do you any good. The purpose of branding is to establish ownership over the customer, period. So, why are you wasting your precious time, money, and energy on branding exercises that don't establish ownership? Stop it. Stop spending money to get a fancy logo design. Stop paying for some goofball moniker design shop to come up with a made up techie sounding word for your company name. Lose the color specialists and especially lose the admin. None of them will do you a lick of good if your goal is to establish ownership of the customer. Now, back in the day, the cow didn't care what the brand looked like or who designed it or whether or not the brand was trendy. In fact, being branded was not up to the cow, it was up to the cowboy. Branding is something you do to your target audience. Let me repeat that. For your branding efforts to work, you have to brand your customer. Branding yourself doesn't do anything. Effective branding is active, not passive. You can't wait for your brand to seep into your customer's consciousness like water seeping into a tea bag. Nope, you got to actively engage in the 5 kinds of activities that create an indelible psychological mark on your target audience. That's how you brand them. That's how you establish ownership. That's how you create customers who are so fanatically loyal to you that they refuse to buy from anyone else.